Hey guys, Welsknight here, bringing you another brand new episode of Welsknight's Realm. And in today's episode, we're going to be kind of continuing the theme of storage buildings, and we're going to be building one for stone and stony things. Last episode, we built this one for lumber, and I did a little bit more to the ceiling in here just to kind of clean it up and make it a little bit better. Nothing too major though. But in today's episode, as I said, I want to tackle a building for stone storage. And I'm thinking we'll put it over here kind of near this one. And much like the lumber warehouse, I want this warehouse to also be made pretty much entirely out of stone. Or out of the material that it is supposed to be housing. So, let's go ahead and start clearing some space. I don't think I'm gonna need quite as much just because there's not as many varieties of stone as there are wood, but I still want a fair amount of space for this. I mean, it's gonna be a fairly large building. I think that'll probably be enough space. Let's go ahead and put down this chest right here so that we can put all this stuff away. I did smelt up a bunch of cobble into smooth stone, just so we have it for use if needed. And in fact, it will be needed, I can tell you that right now, because I want to do, I think, the majority of the walls in stone brick. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards. And then we'll do other bits in cobble. So, let's see. Once again, much like last time, I want to lay out where the chests are going to go. And I think, let's see, we'll have cobblestone, smooth stone, and stone brick in here. So maybe what we'll do is, unlike this warehouse, maybe what we'll do, because this one has room for 8 different things. Maybe in here we'll just go chest. Maybe we'll just go like that, and like that. Is that going to be enough? Hard to say. That is hard to say. I think that's about the right size, though. So we can put... Yeah, I think that'll probably be fine. And then we'll stack them up several tall. Or we could go a different route and go like that. I think I like that idea better. You'll see what I'm talking about in a moment here once I actually get some of this stuff put in place. So, let's go ahead and get to it. Alright. So, we're going to come over here. I'll put down my crafting table as well. And let's start off by making some polished andesite blocks. Let's make maybe half a stack. And then let's also make some stone bricks right away as well. And what I'm kind of thinking here is for the floors, or is this, how's that going to look? Yeah, that should be fine. And our wall, let's actually bring this in a little bit, because this is going to be the very back of the warehouse. So let's actually do right about here. No sense in making it way bigger than it needs to be. And we'll go to about here. So this is going to be a little bit different in shape than that one. And it won't be quite as big, but that's because, once again, we're just not storing as much stuff in this one. And then I think what we'll do is I'm going to take andesite like this around the corners and then go up. So we'll have some sort of design kind of like that. And then we'll take stone bricks and bring those up. How's that look? That actually looks pretty good. I like it. And then we'll do the same for this little back part. Now, there's not going to be a whole lot of room in this thing for windows. That's going to be one kind of downside to this, if you will. But that's not necessarily the end of the world. And we can do other things to add visual interest to it beyond just windows. So, let's do this. Ooh. Oh, man. I cannot place stuff today. There we go. Yeah, that's not too bad at all. And that gives us kind of an interesting little detail with the textures and stuff. Yeah. Okay, awesome. Now, next step, I'm going to take cobble. And I think, let's see, how high do we want to make these? Probably 3 high. So this is probably going to be our ceiling level. Although, this will be our roof level. So I'm just going to take cobble and fill this in because this is not even going to be visible for the most part. We'll do that. Is that good? Do I like that? I don't know that I do. I don't know that I do like that. We can clear all of that out as well. Yeah, I think we're probably better off repeating the andesite design type thing again. I think that would be a better option. So let's get up on the roof. There we go. Sometimes you have to experiment as you go along to kind of find the final design that you want that kind of most fits your vision, if you will. So let's go up like that. There we go. And then we'll go back and fill those stone bricks in. How's that look? That looks about right for height. Yeah, I think that's good. And then what we can do is... Ooh, I'm getting low. Low on food. Need to eat. There we go. And then what we can do from there... Can I make that? Yeah, I can. Awesome. Then we can go ahead and put cobblestone on top of that. Because this will not be visible. Entirely covered. So, there we go. Now we'll grab some cobblestone stairs. And I'm just going to put those up here. And I'm actually going to wrap those all the way around this building. Is it already getting dark? It is already getting dark. Man, time flies. Let's make it back to the house quickly here. Do I have any cobblestone walls? I bet I have some in this chest. No? No cobblestone walls. Alright, well, let's make some of those, because we're going to need them. Alright, guys. I'm going to take a nap, and I will see you in just a moment. Alright, guys. I am back, and I've got a little bit more of the roof done here. Not a whole lot, but I think what I'm going to do is for these sections here, I'm going to take stone brick and kind of put those up like this, kind of like the bindings over there. That's kind of the plan. And I don't suppose... I should be able to make these into... Yeah, there we go. And then we can stick that out like so. And it will look better once we get the other side done too. There we go. So it'll go like that. Yeah. Okay. Now we're going places. We're getting things done. It's all good. It is all good. We'll put that there. That one goes right there. Awesome. Okay. And we can do the same on this side. And there, and there. All right, let's take a look at that. From over here, okay, it's very stony. It's very gray. Which is, admittedly, kind of what I was going for. Let's go ahead and bring some of these up. And how would it look if we brought that across? Ooh, I kind of like that, actually. It's not bad. It's not bad. What if we brought this like that and then down? So we're basically using cobblestone fences here to add some level of detail and visual interest. That might work. This can come out. And we can go cobblestone like that. And cobblestone like that. And then we can take... actually, we could even do cobblestone like that. And this will give us kind of an interesting roof shape. That might work. That will also allow us to stack chests up to 4 high, which is what we want. Yeah. This is kind of coming together. This is coming together. Slowly but surely. Let's make a few more cobblestone walls. And let's see what we think if we do that. Oh, not there. And right over here. And then right there and right there. What do we think of that? Maybe. What about this? We're going to see if this is too much cobblestone. Which I have a feeling that it might be. Yeah, that's just too much cobblestone. Too much. So we're going to forego doing it along the base over here. But I think it works pretty well up above. Although it might look better if we just took those two out. What if we did something like that? No, that has the same problem. If anything, it's too much cobble. Let's try making... Let's try making a couple stone brick stairs. And just doing something like that. No, don't like that either. We've also got all these stone slabs that I suppose we could be working with. And that's a little bit of a lighter color. So that might be the way to go. Especially if we put them down there underneath. Yeah. Okay. So what we could do is take this area that goes underneath the outside perimeter of the warehouse. That is really kind of hard to line up. There we go. And I went a little bit too far, but that's okay. We could take that like so. You can go back. And then we could fill all of that in with stone slabs like this. And I bet that would look kind of good for this type of build. The challenge here is making the whole thing out of stone. Normally I like to mix a little bit of wood into my builds, But what I want to do, I don't want to do that for this build. I want to only use stone. And I think that works out pretty well. The only thing that I would probably change is maybe here and here, and then put some lighting on top. That's kind of interesting. It'll do for now. All right, so we will need some wood in this build just for the door. But I'm going to go ahead and fill the pathway and stuff in with cobble just for now. As I said in the previous episode, eventually all the roads in the town will get a complete renovation, so they won't all be made of cobble anymore. I'm just using that because it's what I have, and it's what I have a lot of. Eventually I will make it better and, add in some additional materials and stuff like that as I actually get my hands on some decent resources, which at the moment I do not have. So I'm thinking in here, what we'll probably do, I need to be careful about misplacing these, because I don't have a silk touch pickaxe to pick them back up. I'm thinking we'll do smooth stone in there, and then mix in some polished andesite like this for kind of a checkerboard pattern. So you come in and this is what you got. And I think that works out fairly well for this build. We could put in some windows right here, but I don't think I really want to, because I think it'll kind of interfere with everything else. So, last but not least, we just need doors, which actually are not in here. They're down in the wooden warehouse. We're going to need some iron, and we're going to need a bunch of chests. In fact, we can just take these iron ingots right there as well, and I don't need the dirt. Go away, dirt. And I don't need that stuff either anymore. Okay. Ooh, I do need to sleep. All right, guys, let me get the chests in place. Let me get some stuff ready to go, and I will be back in just a moment. All right, guys, I am back. So, got it all done, I think. I just need to put the chests in place, and we're going to go normal chest, trap chest, normal chest, trap chest, and that way we can place them right next to each other just like that. So, and then here we have trapped, normal, trapped, normal, trapped, and normal. So we've got that when you walk in, and we can put more layers up there as we go along and as we actually need to. So I think over here is where I'm going to put the cobblestone. Here is where I'll put the smooth stone. Here's where I will put stone bricks. And then bottom underneath those is where I'll put things that are kind of manufactured from those other ones. So like the stone bricks, I would put stone brick stairs and slabs. I suppose I can put andesite in there as well. And other smooth stone will put normal stone slabs. And that should work out pretty well. That will allow me to get organized relatively easily. And I think I'd probably be better off putting normal andesite up here in this chest. And polished andesite down here in this chest. And then we can go diorite and granite in those. I think that will actually work out fairly well. Just kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah. Okay. So this will work out nicely. Now we can just shift click all of that stuff in, and that stuff can go in there, and I think that will do quite well. We've got a little bit of lighting up there. I might have to look into some other solutions for lighting, and eventually we'll put probably item frames on those to cover them up. But not too bad. It's not too bad. I think it's definitely an interesting experiment. trying to see what you can come up with when you're limiting yourself to essentially one material. Stone, and in this case I snuck in a little andesite too. But it's not bad. So guys, I think that is going to do it for this episode. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.